So I just went to my local comic book shop. I went diving through their dollar bins, and I came home with a stack of books that are pretty incredible. Let's get right into today's haul. What's up, everybody? Welcome to today's video. My name is Matt. This is Patriot Comics. Like I mentioned, we went to my local comic book shop and I went diving through their dollar bins. And I actually found some pretty cool books for just $1 a piece. Well, actually less than $1 because they have a deal. The more you buy, the less of a price it is. So I think I got 20 books for $15. What a steal. We're going to get into those now, and then I also went diving through their back issues and pulled a couple books that I needed for the PC. So, without further ado, let's see everything I picked up. First off, out of the dollar bin, we have a little Charlton Bronze Age horror, a little Baron Werewolf's Haunted Library. This is issue 59. Really cool cover. I love finding stuff like this in dollar bins. I'm a big collector of the Charlton horror, and finding it for just $1 is a steal. And it's actually in decent shape. Next book here, another Charlton horror. This one's got a sticker on the cover, a little color break. But this is Monster Hunters. Well, it's actually from Modern Comics, one of the prints from Modern Comics. Issue number 2. I mean, it's got a really interesting, weird painted cover. I just grabbed it for $1. Why not? Some Bronze Age horror. Also picked this up, Detective Comics 608, First Appearance of Anarchy. I always just really like the cover on this one, and it's a first appearance. I don't know why this book really isn't worth too much, but I mean, it's definitely worth the $1 I paid. I mean, you could probably resell this for like $3 or $4, maybe $5. Really cool book, and it's in high grade. First Appearance of Anarchy. Can't beat that out of the dollar bin. I like finding these. This is Amazing Spider-Man Riot at Robot World. This is one of those promotional comics that they put out. It's kind of interesting. This is produced in cooperation with the National Action Council for Minorities in Engineering Incorporated. I do not know anything about that program, but for National Engineers Week under a grant from IBM Corporation. Honestly, I don't know anything about this promotional comic here, but it's like really thin. It's only got a few pages, but these are really cool. And I actually have a handful of these. Like, they were giving out comic books for all different organizations and publicity things. I mean, it was really an interesting time with comics. And I mean, I don't know, for $1, I grabbed it. I thought it might have a little value, or at least some interesting an interesting story behind it. So, and it's actually in high grade too. So pretty cool little find. This one I picked up. I thought this one maybe was had a little bit of value. The Little Mermaid. I believe it's a first printing. Unfortunately, has a big dog ear at the bottom, or a little color break there, and a little color break up here. But I don't know, something. I thought this might have had some value. I mean, it's worth a few bucks, but I just thought it had a cool cover. I just grabbed it. I'm definitely not into these kind of comics for myself, but that'll be something to resell. This was a nice little find in the dollar bin. The Avengers 260, first cover appearance of Nebula. Not a bad little find for $1. It's got some spine ticks, but cool little pickup there. I just thought this was cool. This is Dragon Slayer issue number 1. I don't know. It's got a great cover. I don't really know much about Dragon Slayer, but I thought it was pretty cool. And they also had issue number 2. So issues 1 and 2, great looking covers. I mean, I figured that was a definite cool pickup out of a dollar bin. This one here is a nice little key as well. Fantastic Four 346. I believe this is the first appearance of the Time Variance Authority. I don't know. It had value at some point, like during the Loki show when that came out, and they were talking about the TVA and all that. But I mean, still a cool looking cover, cool book, and you know, it's got some key significance. I mean, it's definitely worth more than $1. So I picked that one up, probably to resell as well. This was a cool find. Roger Rabbit issue number 1. Of course, love Roger Rabbit. Very nostalgic to my childhood. And it's a really nice looking copy. It's a newsstand edition, and this is definitely, it's got a little bit of value, so that was a cool find out of the dollar bin. Really like this book. I actually already have a copy, so that one will go for sale. I grabbed this one just because it was really high grade, and it's that classic, like, embossed foil cover. Silver Surfer 50, just a classic book here. Really cool milestone issue in super high grade, so definitely worth the buck. They also had a bunch of Star Wars books. I could not leave these behind. Here's issue 38. I mean, they're in decent shape. They got a couple spine ticks here and there, but not too bad. Issue 47, you got R2 and C-3PO on the cover. This one's a little bit more lower grade, issue 51, but pretty cool looking cover. And finding Star Wars books in the dollar bin, I mean, for less than $1, since I got a bundle deal, definitely worth picking up. Here's issue 61. This one's actually pretty nice looking. This is 67. You got Chewie on there. You got a really cool creature on the cover. I mean, pretty awesome book there. Also, issue 78. So, a handful of Star Wars books out of the dollar bin I thought was a great grab. Can't beat that. And finally, this was a really awesome find. Machine Man, issue number 1. Couldn't believe it. And it's like pretty nice condition. It's got a little color breaking at that corner there, but still, Machine Man number 1. I'm kind of specking on this book a little bit. I think we're going to maybe see something with Machine Man at some point. That would be awesome. But I already have a couple copies of this, but for $1, I had to grab another one. And they also had a nice little run. Issue number 2 in pretty high grade. Issue number 3. And they all have like cool covers, classic Jack Kirby stuff. Issue number 4. Issue number 5, pretty awesome cover, and issue number 6. So not too bad grabbing all this stuff out of the dollar bin for less than $1 a piece. That was a steal of a deal. All right, now let's get to the back issues. I did pick this one up, Dark Mansion, issue number 12. I needed it for my run, and it's got an amazing underwater cover with the skeleton and the treasure chest. Really, really cool. I mean, it's got some spine wear, but I think I got it for like $5 or $6, so that was a cool little find, and I was excited about adding that one to the PC. I also grabbed Son of Satan, issue number 6. This was the last issue I needed to complete this run, so found it for like $3. That was a steal. Really cool. Happy to finally finish the old Damien Hailstrom run, Son of Satan. Another book that I needed for my PC, Chamber of Chills, issue 19. Really nice, sharp-looking copy. And I think this was priced at maybe $8, maybe $10. But I needed it, so I grabbed it. Cool cover for sure. How about Captain Savage, issue number 11? A little Silver Age, Captain Savage and his Battlefield Raiders. It's a solid mid-grade copy, and I think this was priced at $3. So, I mean, Silver Age books for $3, I grab them all day long. And this is actually a run that I collect. So, happy to find that one for a great deal. This was an awesome find as well. Fantasy Masterpieces, issue number 1. Some Silver Age, really cool book here. This was priced at $4. And the reason is because one of the staples is detached. I mean, I don't care. It's great for my own personal collection. I don't mind the detached staple. And for $4, I mean, you really couldn't leave it behind. Little Silver Age, issue number 1 of Fantasy Masterpieces. Really, really cool book right there. Can't beat that for such a deal. And the last book, which I'm really excited about, I never see this title, ever. I see issue number 1 here and there, but I never see the other issues in the run. And this is Shanna the She-Devil. Here we have issue number 5, and look at the artwork here with Necra and Shanna there and her little cheetah skin bikini. I mean, really, really cool book here. I just really like this run, and anytime I see it, I have to grab them. I only have issue number 1, so now I have this one here to add to the collection. But I think this was priced at like $5 or $6, which was a great deal. Normally, this title sells for quite a bit. So happy to grab this one, and it's in great shape. So really cool little pickup from my local comic book shop. I think I did really well out of the dollar bins, and I found some really cool stuff in their back issues. So that is our quick video for today. I hope you enjoyed today's haul. Don't forget, smash that like button if you enjoyed what you saw, and please subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you can see when I upload my next video. And as always, I will see you on the next one.